Yo, what is up, y'all? King Osh Fan 2002 back at it with another video. And yes, this is the first video of 2024 for me. And to kick it off, let's start with a pretty cool story time, if I do say so myself. It is how I became a Godzilla fan and how I've been a Godzilla fan for damn near 2 decades, I want to say, right? So this story time is going to be a little different from like all the other ones, like me meeting my friends, because I don't have the clearest timeline or coherent vision in my mind of like when these things happened, but I can give you a time frame of when it happened. So what I mean by that, let's begin now. So let's take this all the way back between the years of 2004 and 2006. Around that time is when I became a Godzilla fan. So at first I was into cars and all that. Then I grew into dinosaurs through Land Before Time and the Jurassic Park and all that. So I was really into dinosaurs, okay? That's an important thing to know because, you know, Godzilla damn near looked like a dinosaur. Especially since they like to represent him that way in like the generic media references and all that, a giant fire-breathing dinosaur. It's Godzilla, right? So around like those early years, loved dinosaurs, had a whole bunch of dinosaur toys and all that. And I wanted to be a paleontologist when I was younger too. Like even in those early years of my life, I wanted to be a paleontologist. So it wasn't until one day where I remember sitting out in the, I was sitting out in the living room of my house. It was like a overcast afternoon. I don't know why I remember these specific details, but I remember these details, but I can't remember what exact year this happened. So it was around this time, overcast afternoon. I see the door open and my grandfather comes through the door while I was playing with like this mini basketball hoop or whatever I had going on during the time. He comes through and he has like these items in a bag. So he says that he has stuff for me in one of the bags, and I open up the bag and it's this DVD pack. Now it's not just any DVD pack, it is the Godzilla 50th anniversary DVD sets. And the one specific that I am talking about, the one that I had received, is the one with Godzilla 98, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, and Godzilla vs. Gigan, right? So those were my first introductions to Godzilla movies. Those were my first introductions to Godzilla movie-wise. I am not entirely sure if I knew or seen Godzilla beforehand, but I don't think I really knew what he was until those movies, because in preschool, this is another thing. This is another reason how I became a Godzilla fan. In my old preschool, there was a giant Imperial Godzilla. I don't know how much inches it was, 12 inch or whatever, I don't know. But you probably know what I'm talking about. One of those things, vintage little toy, used to be in my my preschool, and that used to be one of my favorite things to play with. Used to make it destroy all the farms and all that. All this happened around the same time, so I'm not entirely sure, but I do remember this day and this moment. So just bear with me. So I open up the bags and it's that set, Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, and 98, right? So the first Godzilla movie that I ever watched out of those three, and just out of all the damn movies in general, was Godzilla vs. Gigan. Hence why I love that movie so damn much to this day. Really enjoyed that movie. When I saw that movie, it blew my mind. Seeing Godzilla, in my mind, a fire-breathing dinosaur, just going crazy, fighting a space chicken, whatever the hell you want to call Gigan. That's what a lot of people call him. I don't know what you want to call him, but you know, saw Gigan, saw a giant three-headed dragon, a golden three-headed dragon, King Ghidorah. When I saw King Ghidorah, bruh, I was like, oh yeah, y'all got me sold, bruh. Like, I just loved looking at the design of King Ghidorah. Like, the gold was just so cool to look at for me as a kid. And the soundtrack was fire to me. The fighting, of course, that was probably the most important part. Obviously, like, I'd always skip to the fights, replay the fights multiple times on the DVD player. What y'all know about that? For any of my subscribers that is like from born in 08, 07, what y'all know about that? The DVD players and VHS, man. Come on, get up with me. But anyways, yeah. Replayed the fight scene where, you know, at first him and Anguirus was getting whooped by Gigan and King Ghidorah, and then you hear that iconic Akira Ifukube track, Godzilla Earth Monsters Counterattack. When that track played and you see Godzilla pound his chest and then roar and then mount that comeback, bro, that's just so iconic to me, man. That's where, like, I really, like, that's where it was a staple in my mind that like, yeah, I love this series. So I watched that. That had hella replay value throughout my whole childhood. Then obviously there was the Godzilla vs. Ghidorah thing. Watched that. I actually really liked the whole vintage vibe of that movie. You know, you saw like one of the first ever Godzilla figures made in that movie that was being played with by the kid on the slide. I liked the vibe of the movie, but I don't know, now the movie's just weird. One of my homies thinks it's like the best show movie or top 5. I'm like, nah, you tripping, boy. Like, no. Anyways, I did enjoy that movie as a kid. I did, but it also kind of scared me too, because of like the soundtrack that would play whenever Ghidorah would kill somebody. And yeah, it was still enjoyable. And then 98. I actually liked 98 when I was a kid. Yes, still a Godzilla movie to me when I was a kid and all that. But I hated the fact that he got taken out by missiles. Even as a kid, I hated it. I was like, how the hell he get killed by missiles if he's surviving all this other stuff in the other 2 movies? Because I thought all those movies was connected. But yeah, I was disappointed by that, but I still liked 98 at the time. And yeah, so combine those 3 movies with the fact that I love dinosaurs, and then there was also the Imperial Godzilla in my preschool. That is how I ultimately became a Godzilla fan. It was through the 50th anniversary DVD set, and then once, oh, and the store, I forgot what store it was called too. It was one of those old school DVD stores, not no Blockbuster. Damn, I wish I could remember where I got that first ever set, but it was one of those. But yeah, so after those first 3 movies, then I also went to FYE, got some more from there, went to Blockbuster to rent some movies that I never had, and yeah, it just took off from there, and the collection just started to grow and grow and grow. And voila, I'm a Godzilla fan for damn near 20 years. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed this little story time, I'm sorry if I like stuttered or jumbled up my words, but I'm doing this all off the dome with no script. But yeah, King O's Fan 2002 signing out. I will see y'all in the next video very soon. Stay tuned for that. I will try to post maybe 2 times a month leading up to G-Fest, maybe more than that. But yeah, King O's Fan 2002 signing out of here. Catch y'all in the next one.